So here's how you navigate on the Powershot S110. So on our back screen here, you see a bunch of indicators at the top and a bunch of indicators on the side, and you see here there's a level indicator, and I just touched the screen and it took a picture. On the Canon S110, if you press the function set button, that gives you the options you have in the specific mode you're in. So in auto, I have these options. Starting at the top, we have auto drive or single shot. Auto drive basically, it knows whether or not it needs to take a whole bunch of pictures in a row or if it needs to combine a bunch of pictures together. If you go down one, you have self timer. That's pretty self-explanatory. You press the button and it waits 10 seconds, or it waits 2 seconds, or you have a custom self timer, which allows you to kind of take 3 shots, 10 seconds apart, etc. If you go down, you have your aspect ratio, so you can set 16 by 9, 3 by 2, 4 by 3, 1 by 1, 4 by 5. Below that, you have your resolution, so large, medium 1, medium 2, and small. And at the bottom, you have your movie settings, which basically sets your resolution. That's in auto mode. If you change your dial to manual mode, you'll see that when you press the function set button, you have a lot more options. So at the top of the menu, you'll see dynamic range correction, which allows you to correct for scenes that have large differences between white and black. Down below that, you have ISO settings. Below that, you have your white balance settings, custom colors. Here you have bracketing, which allows you to do manual focus bracketing. Below that, you have continuous, although you can see it's grayed out here. You have a custom timer, you have your type of metering mode, you have a neutral density filter, your aspect ratio, which I've obnoxiously set to 4:5, so I'm going to set that to 4:3. You have Jpeg or RAW and Jpeg, which is a pretty impressive feature for a camera this size. This allows you to get the image data directly from the sensor instead of Jpeg, which is a compressed standard. You have the size of the images you'll take, with basically the resolution, and then you have your video resolution. So those are the options that are available from manual mode, and I'm not going to go through all the modes, but if you cycle through them, you'll see that each one has different modes available. So in portrait mode, you can see some of those items are grayed out. So explore, but basically the way you get to it is by pressing the function set button, and then press it again, and it'll go back away.